Hi, my name's Tyson, and I have something called primary ciliary dyskinesia. It's a really long word, that's why we call it PCD. PCD affects my lungs and breathing. Inside our lungs are very tiny structures called cilia. It's the cilia's job to move out the mucus, the sticky liquid made in our lungs. But unfortunately, the cilia in my lungs don't work the way they're meant to. In most people, the cilia in your lungs works like an escalator. The cilia work together to move the mucus up and out of your lungs, where it could be removed when you swallow and by coughing and spitting it out. But in my lungs, the mucus stays put because the escalator movement of the cilia doesn't work. If the mucus stays in my lungs, it can lead to infection and damage my airways. For me, coughing isn't enough. Instead, the mucus needs some help to move out of the lungs. This is Esta, my physiotherapist. She's helping me today. To start my physio, I use Ventolin so my lungs don't get too scratchy. Not everyone will need Ventolin, so your physiotherapist will let you know if this is right for you. I have 2 puffs of Ventolin. Next, I use a special machine called a nebulizer. Nebulizers help to turn liquid medicine into mist that you can breathe in. Esta pours in the medicine and attaches it to the nebulizer. There are lots of different types and your nebulizer might look a bit different to mine.
You ready? Right.
I breathe in the medicine using a mouthpiece. I like the mouthpiece best, but you might have your medicine using a mask. I breathe in the medicine for about 10 minutes. It tastes a bit salty, but it doesn't last long. The medicine helps to loosen up the mucus in my lungs.
Do you feel any irritation?
A bit.
A little bit, yeah. In what way? Do you feel like you need to cough or?
Cough.
You need to cough, okay, yep. Do you feel like there's any mucus there? Can you feel anything?
No.
You can't feel anything, no? Okay, yep. So you have a little rest and then you go back with the nebulizer? Yeah. Fantastic.
Next, I use a bottle PEP, or you might call this a bubble PEP. It looks like a big water bottle, and my job is to blow bubbles using the long bendy straw. This is a fun way to do my physio. And when I was younger, Esther put soap in the water so I could make lots of bubbles. I do 10 breaths into the bottle.
Awesome job. Now, let's see some huffing.
Huffing is the fun part, where I get to do dragon breaths. It's a little bit like fogging up a mirror. Sometimes I can hear crackles with my huffs.
Great, have a little rest. Could you feel anything? No. No? I couldn't hear anything either, so it sounded quite dry, which is lovely. What we could try and do in the next set is when you huff out the first one, a little bit gentler and a little bit longer. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Just to see if we can find any mucus and see if we can move it. Great, so another 10 breaths. So this time, yep, with the huff tube, let's just try the first breath a little bit longer and a little bit gentler out with your huff tube.
The huffing helps to move the mucus in my lungs. Each time I breathe out, I try to move the mucus, just like squeezing toothpaste from the bottom of the tube to the top.
Big breath in and a big blow out. Just see if there's anything. And a really big one. A big huff out. Great. That was beautiful. Feel any mucus then?
No.
Do you feel like you need to cough? No? Okay.
Esther plans out how many breaths, huffs, and coughs I do each time. Sometimes I'll do these multiple times. Your physiotherapist will let you know what will work best for you.
It's gentler, but also quite fast as well. Yeah, almost like you're sighing. Beautiful. And another one. And just do one, just a big breath in and a big blow out. Beautiful. Awesome. That was fantastic. Could you feel that moving up at all?
A bit.
A bit? Yeah, that was great.
The other type of physio device I use is called a mouthpiece PEP. The mouthpiece is connected to a pressure gauge that helps me see how hard I blow. My job is to move the blue part up and down the tube. I do this several times.
That's great. Beautiful. I'll try some huffing again. A little bit gentler. Can you feel anything?
A bit.
A little bit. Can you point to where it is?
About here.
About there. Yep, okay. It's moving, but I think if we do a few more breaths to try and get more air underneath it and move it up a little bit more, will be easier with the next set of huffs. Great. Great. We'll do 3 more breaths. Lovely. Beautiful work. Awesome job. See if we can find this one. Yep. Beautiful. Slow breath in.
Your physiotherapist will work with you to help you learn the right techniques. It's important to keep checking in with your physiotherapist to make sure that the physiotherapy is still right for you.
Maybe just try a big breath in and a big huff out to see if that might shift it up more. Awesome job. Well done.
I hope you've learned lots about PCD.